Welcome to Andrea's Kitchen. Thanks for coming in and cooking with me. I'm super excited today. We're going to be making our wings. They're smoked wings. So we've got little party wings and drumettes. Basically right now what I'm doing is I'm taking a fresh dish towel, and I only use this dish towel for meats, patting meats dry. And basically what I'm doing is I'm going to go ahead, pat these out, all of them. Then we're going to come back, and what I'm going to do is we're going to season them, and then we're going to take them out to our smoker. We're going to be smoking at 350 for about 40 minutes. These little drumettes and wingettes or wings are a little bit smaller than normally what we use. Normally we do it for 45 minutes, so we'll be on a standby with the time, but we'll jot it and put it in the directions. But I'm really excited to get started on our wings. Then we'll come in and we'll start making some sauce, and when everything's done, we'll toss the wings in the sauce. But I'm gonna keep pressing my chicken nice and dry so that we can season it. We'll be back. Welcome back. Okay, we got all the chicken patted dry. We got 3 trays. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna season with our beer can chicken. Basically, I'm gonna go ahead and sprinkle real well. And we're going to get this all sprinkled nice, and then we're going to flip it over. And then any excess, I put this on a baking sheet because any excess, then we'll go ahead and just finish rubbing the chicken and drop on there so it's seasoned real well. But I just want to get a nice coat on here. And then we're going to go back. It's going to be kind of thick. And then we're going to go back and do it on the other side and then finish dredging just like that. But this is basically what I want. But we use all this beer can chicken seasoning. And then I'm just going to take my smoked paprika. Oops. And I'm just going to put it on there. And I'm going to coat heavy because I believe the seasoning is good. And like I said, we'll turn it over, and then anything extra we'll just rub on the chicken, or I'll take the chicken pieces out and I'll rub them. You can do it in multiple ways. You can do it this way, or you could just put this all in a bag and shake them up in a bag. But you know, doing this I get to see, you know, just what I'm doing. Love it. Okay, so basically I'm gonna just turn these over real fast, and then what we'll do is we'll end up coating the next 2 trays, and we're going to let this sit on there for an hour. Then we're going to put it in the smoker. So once an hour comes to pass, we'll be back, and then we'll walk out to the smoker and we'll put them on the smoker together, and then we'll let them cook for 45 minutes. And then what we'll do is bring them in the house, and we'll have the sauce ready. I'll show you how to make the sauce. We just do our own little thing. We love chicken wings. We eat chicken wings when we make our pizza, or my husband and son will take them for lunch as well. My mom loves chicken wings too. She loves my husband's barbecue wings. He's always making his own sauce and stuff, which is good. Or we're making it together. But I'm going to give him more credit on this. He does a really good job with sauces. I'm the spice girl, he's the sauce guy. So together it's a good match. You know, we do real well together. We got this, we're like our own little mad scientist gang here. One day I'm going to have my husband come in the kitchen and son tape it, and we do a little skit, and then one day we're going to have son come in and make his famous little dish, and we'll be all good. I'll have both the boys. And mom gets to be the queen. She doesn't have to do anything. I always tell her, you just sit and relax. Okay, so this looks good. Do you see how much extra seasoning we have here? We'll totally use this as well. I'm just going to keep it like this. And then what we're going to do is, everything looks good to me. I'm going to go ahead and just let it sit here. And I'm going to continue with these other 2 racks. But you want everything nice and coated like that. And we'll be back. Thank you. Welcome back. Okay, we have all our chicken on the racks, which I didn't tell you at first. Before we put the chicken on the racks and started covering, we put spray oil on them, like a Pam. But we always get the generic one when we're spraying racks, and then we have a good spray when we're using them for like crepes and things like that. But anyways, just to let you know, the rack was oiled. We seasoned everything with our smoked paprika and our beer can chicken. And what we're going to do is let this sit here for an hour. You know, when you take your meat out, you're supposed to let it, you know, room temperature for about an hour. And then what we'll do is take it to the smoker. So we'll be back in an hour. That's when we're also going to make our sauce, but do our little twist on this bottle right here. We'll put our twist on it. But anyways, we'll be back in an hour and we'll walk it out to the smoker, and that's when we'll go ahead and start making our sauce. Thank you. Okay, welcome back. We're at our smoker here in our yard. We're going to go ahead and put our racks in. Our smoker is up to 350, and we are cooking. They're all three in. Our trays are all in. We are cooking at 350, and we have cherry, maple, and some hickory, and that's what we're going to use to smoke. We're going to smoke. We'll be checking it every 15 minutes so that we can rotate. Lower cooks hotter than higher. But we're going to go ahead and cook them for about, we'll check them every 15 minutes, and then in 30 minutes or 40 minutes, depending on when they're cooked, we'll come back and we'll let you see them. Thank you. Welcome back. We have a lot of segments today. We're going to go ahead and make the wing sauce for our wings that are out smoking. So I'm going to go ahead and put a whole bottle of the Frank's Hot Wings sauce in. Oh man, I don't see how my husband and my son eat this. This is just too tough for me. I am going to eat my wings plain or with some barbecue sauce. I am going to also put a half a teaspoon of Worcestershire. And I'm also going to put a tablespoon of honey. This is going to be funny. How much time do we have to wait? Might as well tip this one over. And then I'm going to go in and use my finger and scoop everything out so it goes a little bit faster. But for right now, this is what we're going to do. Want to get all the goodness out. Now, I honestly can't tell you what this sauce tastes like, but my husband likes this sauce, and we measured everything out, and he actually came up with the recipe. So guess what? This is how we make this one. But, you know, as much as I like spicy food, I cannot eat this. This, to me, is a different kind of hot, and I'm a crybaby. I can't handle this hot. So we're going to put 1/3 cup of butter in here. And I am going to go ahead and wipe my hands because that honey is sticky. My burner is on medium. Don't want to go any higher. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a teaspoon of garlic powder, a teaspoon of paprika, and a half teaspoon of cayenne. And I'm just going to put it in here. And I'm going to start stirring a little bit here. And as we heat higher, I better turn my fan on because I'm going to start choking in a minute because you're going to smell the spices. Or I'm going to ingest the spices, I should say. So I'm going to stay real close to my burner. And I am going to keep mixing. That's what I'm going to do. And basically, that's all we're going to do is we're going to mix this up, and then what we're going to do is set it right here. When the wings come out, we'll go ahead and take our stainless bowl and we'll put our wings in, and then we'll pour the sauce over and just gently go ahead and sauce our wings. But this is all I'm going to do is just keep stirring. That's how we make ours and Frank's sauce together, a collaboration. But we'll be back and then you'll see the finished product, but that's all we have to do is keep stirring. Welcome back. First of all, I want to show you the sauce. The sauce, we just went ahead and melted everything in because everything was pretty much cooked, so we're good there. That's our buffalo sauce. These are our beautiful wings. I am going to reserve some for just plain, and then I'm going to do some of the buffalo, and then I have just a little bit of barbecue sauce. We're going to have just a couple for lunch, and then what we're going to end up doing is vacuum sealing them so that when it's time for us to have lunches, we can take a pack out to work, or we can have it with our pizza that we make. So we're going to get started. I'm just going to go ahead and put these in so I can go ahead and sauce them all. Okay, here we go. I'm just going to pour some sauce in. And I'm not going to lick my finger. This stuff is brutal. I am not a buffalo fan. So I'm just going to toss them. Just give them a toss. Nice, easy one toss in here. You can use your hands, or you can just go ahead and rotate the bowl and it'd be just fine. However you want to do it. But what I'm going to do is get them all coated nice. And I'm going to do another batch of them. I want you to see how they look with the sauce on them. Looks beautiful. Let's get them nice and tossed in there, because this is how you're going to cool them and freeze them. And I'm just going to put them on a plate so we can see how they look. But they look delicious. They smell delicious. Now what I'm going to do is get a paper towel, and I'm going to go in and I'm going to dress my barbecues. I want you to go ahead and see it. I'm just going to throw some barbecue in here with my sauce. Get them all nice and mixed around. I should have drizzled my barbecue sauce over them like I did my buffalo, but didn't even think about it. So when you don't think about it, unfortunately you have to toss the other way. So since I'm having to toss them in a harder way because the bowl is much smaller, thought I would give you food for thought. Don't do what I just did. But basically, we're just going to toss them nice, get them all in. This is when I'm going in with my hand, because I want to just mix them up. And I'm going to go ahead and spread them all around. And I want to get that sauce on each wing coated just beautifully. That looks so nice. And it's going to taste so delicious. Wings are a little bit warm for the touch, because we just got them off. But this is our barbecue. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is move some of this mess, because what I'll do is I'll finish tossing the rest with the buffalo sauce. I'm going to go ahead and do it this way. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you, since we have the buffalo and we have the barbecue, I'm going to try a plain one. I'm going to grab this real seasoned one. Now remember, when you're doing your chicken wings, it's always your preference on what seasoning you like. I use beer can chicken and a little smoked paprika. So I'm going to go in for a bite. So whatever you like, lemon pepper, you have another one, use that. But let me tell you, this one's good. Skin is nice. It's got a little crunch to it. It's all done. So it was 45 minutes. Very good. Everything is cooked. Delicious, just like this. So what I'm going to do is reserve probably half of these. I'm going to reserve plain, because that's how I want to eat my wings. The next little batch, I'll make some more buffalo, as that's initially what we set out to do today. If you like the content, please like and subscribe, and I'll have all the directions in the direction box. Thank you.